to recognize each of you individually for your hard work by conferring your degrees and putting you with the appropriate hood, symbolizing the earning of an education specialist or master's degree. I would like to thank our class marshals, Hui Ang Zhang and Shaughnessy Ho Dosical, for guiding into the gymnasium our largest graduating class in the history of Worcester State University. You may notice that some of our students are wearing a blue and gold cord around their necks, and these students have completed their master's degrees 100% online. We are so happy to have them here with us in person this evening, so welcome to campus. Finally, rounding out our regalia, you may notice some of our students are wearing a graduate school medallion, which acknowledges high academic achievement in their academic disciplines. So we celebrate your high achievement this evening. Looking up at the sky. With the Odysseus unmanned moon landing in February and the solar eclipse in April that brought hundreds of us together on the campus lawn, to more recent solar flares and the visibility of the northern lights in places they've never been seen before. I'm reminded of a documentary film that I was involved with way back in 1992 called The Other Side of the Moon. Produced by Lemley Pictures, this documentary followed 8 astronauts who traveled into space between 1968 and 1972. The experience of traveling through space was life-changing for these men with roots in science, a background in military training, and a strong sense of nationalism. But once they returned, they found themselves transformed. One came back, gave up his career, and became a painter. Another became a poet. One experienced such a profound sense of God that he devoted the rest of his life to searching for Noah's Ark. Dr. Edgar Mitchell returned to found the Institute of Noetic Sciences, which explores the interplay between scientific knowledge and human consciousness. Captain Rusty Swikart from Apollo 9 spent 241 hours in space, and some of that time was spent outside of the space capsule. And he notes in the documentary that he felt he underwent a metaphysical experience as he stared back at the Earth, contemplating its place in the universe. One of his observations in the film has stayed with me for years. As he stared back at Earth, he was struck by the realization that there were no boundaries, no borders, no maps with names on them. Our experience of our planet growing up is of that globe on our teacher's desk, where the Earth is chopped up into different colors, territorial lines, names of places. From space, Earth looks completely different. In a time of intense political division, territorial wars, divisive language around border crossings and travel bans, I think a lot about Captain Schweikart's observation. Humankind has created the maps, the borders, the names of places. In the cosmos, we are one Earth where land and seas, rivers and mountains all blend into one another. They are all connected. Tonight in this room, as we gather together to honor our students and recognize their hard work, I am reminded about that connection and the diversity of thought, experience, culture, and religion that we honor here at Worcester State University. I celebrate our students who are dedicating their lives to improving that world in so many powerful ways. We are pleased to have with us this evening a number of distinguished guests who will bring greetings. Please welcome President Mary Maloney, the 11th President of
to our faculty, staff, and to the friends and families and guests of our graduates, and to them I say, congratulations. Many of you in the room may have seen the movie The Holdovers, the Oscar-winning movie The Holdovers. It was a really fun movie. It takes place at the fictional boarding school, largely filmed at Deerfield Academy out in Western Mass. Some of it was also filmed here in Worcester, if you didn't know, behind City Hall. It's easy to see how Worcester State students are not like those students, the children of privilege. Yet, the 1970 time frame, the message about how we educate ourselves, and not just in the classrooms, but in life, resonated with me. Paul Hunnan, the faculty member who was played by Paul Giamatti, says, "The world doesn't make sense anymore. I mean, it's on fire. Poor kids are cannon fodder, integrity is a punchline, and trust is just a name on the bank." I sometimes feel that that is the way that we're in terms of the times that we are living in right now. Likewise, it was a challenging time 150 years ago as well, when our founding institution, the Worcester Normal School, was built. It offered a two-year program to educate those who would teach in our public schools. Our state led the nation in requiring that every child be educated, and then that the public schools would admit all students, regardless of their race, ethnicity, or religion. Not everyone was on board with using tax dollars to educate those huddled masses yearning to be free, as it says on the Statue of Liberty, which welcomed many of them to the United States. Those children and those emancipated from slavery who arrived in the Commonwealth after Reconstruction filled Massachusetts classrooms in the decades following WSU's founding. They too are our collective ancestors. From the earliest days, Worcester State too welcomed students from all backgrounds, and our graduates went on to teach in diverse city classrooms. One of those, Sarah Ella Wilson, was the first black woman to graduate from the normal school 20 years after we opened. She then taught at the Belmont Street School for almost 50 years, impacting multiple generations. She also led in her community, both inside and outside the classroom. Active in women's groups, she also served on the Worcester Interracial Council and the NAACP, and was vice president for the Home Age Colored People. She helped lay the foundation for the women's and civil rights movements here in Worcester. She transformed many lives. In fact, one of her students, after he turned 86, who had Sarah as a first grader, established a scholarship at Worcester State in honor of her, because of her impact that she had on him as a first grade teacher. A few decades after Sarah graduated, we became a teacher's college, offering 4-year degrees. 2 decades after that, we began offering master's degrees in education. A remarkable man, Bob Moen, earned his from Worcester State Teachers College in 1956. That post-World War II era was relatively quiet at home, so Bob challenged himself by going abroad. He taught in Japan, he taught in Germany, which were rebuilding post-war. Undoubtedly, those were challenging times to be an American in those countries. He returned home to earn a doctorate at Columbia and then taught for decades at Queens College of the City University of New York. Himself from humble beginnings, Bob credited Worcester State with the educational opportunities we provided him. He made in his life wise financial decisions and in turn donated $2 million to benefit Worcester State students. He transformed students in his own classroom and here at Worcester State. You can trace a straight line from Bob Moen and Sarah Wilson to every teacher who earns their master's degree today. 1, Monica Stuka earned her MED in secondary education. Not too many years ago, as a teenager, Monica immigrated to the U.S. from Poland. When she entered the master's program, she already was a licensed mathematics teacher. Her thesis explores ways to build student engagement and math achievement, which no doubt will aid her as well as others in their classrooms. Congratulations to Monica and to all of our education graduates. Can we give them a round of applause? It is an appropriate year to recognize our dedicated team in the Barbara Hickey O'Brien Department of Education for continuing our 150-year tradition of educating outstanding teachers who lead classrooms throughout the state and beyond. Among them, Dr. Heidi Boger, who revamped the reading program, which led to the National Council on Teacher Quality's A rating, the best rating for reading in the state of Massachusetts. Dr. Christina Canoe, our State University Alumni Educator of the Year, as well as the faculty in elementary education whose teachers make the little ones eager to learn every day. How about that? How about we give our education faculty a round. Truly all of our faculty deserve a round of applause. I'm sure there may be a couple that remind me of Mr. Hanem in the holdovers, who asked his students to meet high expectation, no excuses. And I know all of our faculty share his motivation in helping students to improve their lives. Improving lives in the community, giving back, is something else that unites us as Lancers. In the tradition of Sarah Wilson and Bob Mullen, it is something that our students do even before they graduate through practicals and clinicals especially. Those in the school psychology program alone have provided 22,000 hours of service to local schools this past year. That is amazing. Many of you graduates will join other Lancers alumni in the region's healthcare settings. Occupational and speech therapists, nurses, and biotech lab workers. You too will be transforming lives and undoubtedly saving them as well. And to our MSM, nonprofit management, and public management grads, you can and will make a difference in the workplace and beyond. Cristiana Negron Rivera, who earns his MS in management today, knows how to give back. He's a wonderful example of that. While as an undergraduate here at Worcester State, he led an Enactus Club team that provided financial literacy programs to inmates in the Worcester County Jail. Graduates, unlike boarding school kids in the holdovers, you may come from humble beginnings. But with this advanced degree, though, you now join the mere 13% of Americans who hold such a degree. Please use it well, transform lives, and make your alma mater proud. Congratulations, class.
Please welcome Marina Taylor, Chair of the Worcester State University Board of Trustees.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I congratulate you on your extraordinary achievement. As trustees, we care deeply about the experience of our students and feel privileged to share with you in this special day. If we have done our job correctly, this university has given you the opportunity to learn well and helped you get to where you are today. The advanced degree that you have earned will certainly help you get where you want to be tomorrow. We also recognize that success and achievement are accomplished with support of friends, family, extended family members, and professors. I would like to ask you, please take a moment now to make eye contact with someone who helped you along your educational journey and give them a thumbs up. Please make sure to pause for a bit this evening, reflect on your experience, and savor this moment. Again, congratulations. And finally, I would like to introduce the other board members with us here tonight. Dr. Lisa Blambo,
welcome Dr. Lois Wims, Provost and Vice President for Academic.
Good evening, and again, welcome to the graduate commencement for the class of 2024. On behalf of the tremendous faculty, staff, and the leadership of academic affairs, allow me to emphasize just how happy we are to be here to celebrate your many accomplishments. So tell the truth. Over the last 2 years or longer, were there times you didn't think you'd get here? Okay, I'm seeing some nods. That the obstacles, that the uncertainty of the world around us made you doubt your own tenacity. But see, you completed these master's degrees and ed specialist programs, and it's a testament to your commitment, your hope for the future, your belief in your ability to make a difference in education, healthcare, sciences, and the humanities. We know there were many, many hours of juggling, work, family, schedules, interruptions, and routines, tech glitches, and downright exhaustion. But you made it. We're so very proud of you tonight, and always will be as you bring forth your Lancer spirit, your acquired knowledge, skills, and abilities, and we know that you will succeed. So please do not forget us. Always remember to pay it forward and commit to mentoring others to find their path.
Thank you, Dr. Wicks. Unfortunately, Dr. Braysocker was unable to join us this evening, but please welcome Dr. Sam O'Connell, Vice President of Worcester State MSCA, representing Worcester State's faculty and librarians.
Good evening. Today is a day of celebration as we consider all the work of our graduate students, their family and friends, and our campus community. In highlighting our students' achievements, as Vice President of the Worcester State Chapter of the Massachusetts State College Association, I would like to take a moment to recognize the work of the full and part-time faculty and librarians at the university. They have worked incredibly hard alongside our students in extraordinary times, using extraordinary measures on the way to this stage. Please join me in applauding them. We look forward to the work you're going to do, and we're proud of what you've already done. On behalf of the faculty and librarians here, sincerely congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. O'Connell. Now please welcome Mr. Dana Perry, President of the Alumni Association's Advisory Board.
Good evening, graduates and guests. My name is Dana Perry, and I am a member of the class of 2016 and president of the Worcester State University's Alumni and Association Advisory Board. I am honored to have this opportunity to personally congratulate you on your outstanding achievement, completing a graduate degree. Very shortly, your degree will be ready to hang proudly, whether it be in your home, in your office, or wherever you choose to show it off. For this is no ordinary achievement. Your pursuit of excellence at Worcester State is truly commendable. You have given it your all, and many of your guests in this room have witnessed your devotion and hard work, which has led to today's success. And I have no doubt that your success shall multiply and divide in the days and years ahead.